Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to another edition of the comic book review series. And today I'm going to be talking about issue 3 of Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. Pretty good solid issue, picks up where we left off from the end of issue 2, where we saw Superman finally come face to face with Metallo, or at least a version of Metallo, as we saw the two of them go at it in the North Pole after Superman brought Lois to the Fortress of Solitude to conduct an interview, but Superman had to leave her and go and save a fallen pilot, and this led to Metallo coming out, beating Superman to a standstill, and essentially leaving him for dead, as issue 2 was left on a big cliffhanger on whether or not Superman survived his battle with Metallo. So let's have a look and see what happened in issue 3. So as you can see on the cover, pretty much what I said, Superman laying at the feet of Metallo, and we see here Perry White is essentially yelling at everyone, screaming, "Where is everybody?" And the pilot that Superman saved, we see him come to Superman's rescue, and this is the first time we're also going to meet Lois Lane's father, General Sam Lane. And there he is. Because in the Superman movies, we never really saw Lois's dad. We never really heard much about him. The most we heard was Lois said that she was brought up as an army brat, but we never really got to see Sam Lane in this universe. So pretty good to see him here. And this is essentially the first time that Superman and General Lane have met each other. So it's quite an important moment here. And we also learn here that the suit of armor is from Russia, and he's actually addressed as Metallo. And General Sam Lane explains that they are agents from Moscow, or at least rumors of them being agents from Moscow. And Metallo is essentially a project. So we're essentially seeing Sam Lane and Superman kind of on the same page, if nothing else more for the sake of Lois. And I like this page here where General Lane is talking to Superman, but Superman can hear him obviously with his super hearing. So looks like we're going to get some sort of alliance against Metallo. Seeing Lois walking around in the Kryptonian robe kind of reminded me of Superman 2 when she learned the truth about Superman and his Kryptonian heritage. Brings back memories of that movie. Good movie as well. And then we see Moscow with Metallo. As I said before, it's interesting that instead of coming up with the gruesome cyborg that we all know, I like the idea of Metallo is like a suit of armor. So I think that's a pretty good twist and something you definitely would have seen probably back in like the 50s comic books or even in the Superman movies rather than go down the Terminator path. But there is still a possibility we might see the half man, half machine monster that we all know. So a very strong Metallo, just the way he manhandled that tank. And we still see here that Superman, in his Clark Kent disguise, he's still weakened from his battle with Metallo. I like the idea of that, it's not a case of like Metallo leaves and then Superman's back to full strength. It takes him a while to get over it because you've got to remember he's never really faced anyone with that much kryptonite. I mean, Lex Luthor did battle him, but he had only just a small chunk of kryptonite. Imagine fighting kryptonite on a much larger scale. So it's quite interesting to see that Clark is still weakened after his battle. So we see Lois and Clark debating about who this machine is. And then we end with another cliffhanger. We see Lex Luthor is back in town. Obviously, with some connection to Metallo, or at least the project. But a great continuation to issue 2. I like the idea that Superman has finally met General Sam Lane and they've come to some sort of partnership to try and take down Project Metallo. And as I said before, I like the idea that Superman is still essentially quite weak from his battle with Metallo, and also with Lex Luthor now back in the picture. What could this possibly mean? What's his connection to Metallo? Why is he back? But great issue. Really enjoying Superman 78. I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy it a lot. I still think the first run with Brainiac was a little bit better, a little bit more stronger, but this has still been enjoyable nonetheless. So hopefully we'll get to see a lot more of Metallo in the next issue. But I'm enjoying this so far, but I think I'm still enjoying this first series just a little bit more. But still good run, still good fun run nonetheless. But there you have it, Superman 78, issue 3, The Metal Curtain. Great stuff. So that's going to be it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on Superman 78, issue 3, The Metal Curtain? Did you enjoy it? How do you think he's going to battle Metallo? What's Lex Luthor's connection to all of this? Why is he back? And also, do you think Superman will be able to recover from his battle with Metallo? Do you think he stands another chance of taking him down? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time for another edition of the comic book review series. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.